Cool. I guess since that went off, that means we're going to start this thing.
Sure.
We to the famous portal after dealing with Hines and saving justice, both metaphorically and literally. And when we got there, we found it different than when we had last left. It seemed lush, vibrant, and no cabin to be seen. There was a camp, and through that camp, we met the individual May, who had found herself there by no certain means, and was perhaps making a life for herself away from the horrors that she came from, which you learned to have happened 700 years ago in your own history. And after sharing a meal around a fire, talking back and forth, you decide to test your theories and see what would happen if you left and came back. I guess I should have mentioned as well, we were chasing Rayron the Soul Eater. It's nowhere to be found. And after setting up a little magic-y situation to try and track your progress or time, you came back and there was a cabin. And you figured, it seems like, based on the trees, that maybe 7 months had passed. And lo and behold, in the cabin was May herself, now visibly pregnant. And that, dear listeners and players, is where we left it.
We still have the mind link going because we didn't fill all that time, right?
That is a question.
How long did you have it?
We crossed through the portal threshold, and theoretically, through the portal severs the connection vis-a-vis no longer.
Right.
That's fair.
Which is not to say I can't do it again. I'm going to actually spend a psi point.
Oh.
Don't worry, we're passing through a gate within an hour. So
true. Well, you say that with such assurance.
Right. Yeah, that way it's going to be funny when shit goes down.
Right. And I will also mention that the last thing that happened was, May revealing herself through the door, waving, and basically just saying,
oh, hi, y'all.
And that's where we'll pick it up, with the y'all being you and having the autonomy to decide your next moves.
Well, hi, May. It's a pleasure to see you again.
I wasn't sure I would. It's been quite a while.
How long has it been?
I mean, kind of hard to tell.
Right.
But, quite a bit of time. Well, it's happened.
As she kind of makes reference to her situation.
Well, we can see that. Our congratulations in order. It's hard to know what to say with these things sometimes.
It was my choice, if that's what you're getting at.
And congratulations.
Maybe not the outcome I expected, but I certainly made the decision.
What's so funny?
It's really 50-50, ain't it?
I know. Just something about the language around it. I don't know. It was just cute, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was nothing bad.
Not only that, you've also built a whole cabin. You've kept yourself pretty busy.
Do you have help?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had help. I guess it's quite a story. Y'all seem to come around when it's time to eat. So come on in. Finish it up.
Well, thank you.
Do I say in the mind link?
No mind blink, right? No mind blink, right? I thought we had said that.
No, you get it
1 hour.
You get 1 hour.
Oh, my bad. I missed it. I missed the. We're good.
Do we do this? I don't want to get stuck here.
How would we get stuck?
When does she turn evil?
Probably not within the next hour, surely.
You don't know if she already is.
What if something we do turns her evil?
Yeah, that too.
Here's what I will say. We've taken care of her already.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, who knows how many years into her future. She has so much time to do other stuff, and if we turn her evil now, who knows how long she has until we come across her path again.
Well, we never came across her path. And Tower's like walking in while his mind are while the thoughts are going back and forth. We never came across, as far as we know, we never came across her path before, and she was already evil. This is our opportunity to turn her good and perhaps put an end to all this while it's currently happening.
I will say you technically had an encounter with her before you fought her. You just did not pursue it, and I think one of you, I think it was Noah, got a held person cast on her, and then you guys, it didn't work, and you guys fled.
Dang it,
a held person, a hold person.
Yeah,
I can say the word. I can say the spell correctly.
Hold person.
I don't think any of us know how time works.
I was just gonna say, you're assuming we can change time.
I'm not assuming.
I might not be the one who should say this, but What sort of paradox exactly are we?
Well, hopefully one that involves you enjoying another delicious meal from her and us learning a little more. We don't.
All
All
right.
right, fine. Don't reveal too much, though.
Yeah, keep it close to the vest.
Although I don't know how much more there is to reveal now.
Oh, quite a history.
I think letting her know is our best way of going about possibly solving things.
Like, I don't think there's much vest left to hold to at this point.
Since you've come up to the cabin, and I didn't set this, I kind of left it on a cliffhanger last time. I didn't really set what you see here now. In addition to the cabin, there is, like, if you're facing the cabin, to the right of it, there is a more, like, fenced area that's larger. You do see two creatures, one large, one small, penned inside, and if you got close enough, you would recognize these, looking very similar to, like, the horse that Silas Creed rode, as well as like, one's definitely young. And to the left of that cabin, you see another little area that seems more of a garden. See different things growing in there. That's what you probably see from the outside.
Do we know approximately how old Silas is?
Have we ever found out?
He looked to be in his late 30s. I said that before.
How long
Or,
mid
30s-ish. But what you did ask him once how old he was, and he said old in a way.
What I mean
About
is
700 years.
Yeah. What I mean is this, folks, and this is all in the mind link going back and forth, whatever. Truly, in the game theory of time travel, there are two outcomes here. One, that we are indeed the ones who give her the information that turns her evil, in which case there's no possible way of changing the future. It's all a splat on a wall, and whatever happens, happens. Or can change the future, and she was evil before, and this is our chance to turn her good. And trying either way is the right way of going about things, right?
Or isn't there a third that, unless I misunderstood you, that we can't change things, but we are not the reason she becomes evil?
True. But we should still try in that case, right? That's all. That's absolutely an option. But I think in that case as well, we need to try. Sitting down.
I don't know how we go about doing that, but guess so.
No,
Yeah,
either.
I sit down at the table too.
Yeah.
I don't think that avoiding it or lying or I don't think there's much we can do to make the situation worse. So I think the thing we do can only be an improvement, because if it turns out bad, it was already bad, unless it turns out much worse.
There's that.
So have things, I see that things have not been quiet around here, though they seem quite quiet on the outside. You get travelers passing through then, more than us.
Now I get what's going on.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I should have done the thing.
just for
Yeah.
my sake, and since we're online, it's one thing when we're at the table, but if y'all don't mind just letting me know who you're addressing in those moments, it'll be helpful, just so I know what I'm doing.
That's
Great.
Ask
Oh,
me.
yep.
Yeah.
Hell, it's kind of a long story. But I guess beginning's the very good place to begin it. So y'all left. Our mice stayed for a time. And lo and behold, a few days later, some weird fella showed up. Not the purple fella he talked about, but the other fella. And I figured, hell, I'll keep here till y'all come back. So I'll come back right away, right? So I kept him here. Wasn't hard. I had a gun, had a bow and arrow. Got him up, made sure he didn't starve. A few days passed. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months. And things are getting a little difficult out here. Some of the critters and folk that live around this place look at start going into clearance. Some are showing me some out so. And
All right, there's a little hiccup. Could you say that last sentence one more time?
Yeah.
the last sentence, I think about what'd you hear?
Things started getting rough out here.
Well, some of the critters and the folk that live around here, they started coming into this little haven and causing a ruckus. Some were good, some were friendly. Some ain't so friendly. And it became apparent that I was going to need a little more help than I was getting. So, we kind of made a truce, and, well, he was stuck, I was stuck, so we started, making a place that was a little more permanent, and, I don't know, I was probably, I gotta get with it. A few months of the map together, and he wasn't so bad, you weren't coming, I didn't know if you were coming back. Oh, things happen, right?
Indeed, they do.
In my mind, I'd say I'm going to tell her about the time dilation.
I will say this too. Now that you're like here looking at her, you can see she is wearing a ring on her finger and a ring on a chain around her neck.
Wow.
What finger?
The classic finger.
See, some folks have hands, and
Now, I just wanted, and I do want to clarify with the DM just at the beginning of the story. We told her both about Silas and about Ray Run, correct?
Uh-huh.
And she said it was Ray Run that came through and she made a truce with and built the house with?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to be sure that that was what I thought it was.
Cool.
Yes, having met Ray Run ourselves, we understand how he's not so difficult to get along with. He's easy to get along with, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was. He'd go off in the red dark there and come back with something. He picks up later, care of the garden. He's the one who got the sun chaser over there. But,
Steve's, you man.
oh, sure, yeah, I call her sun chaser. She was supposed to wait for me, but I guess she had hers before mine.
He's gone now?
You'll see her clutch that ring that's on the chain when you say that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's gone now. Well, I guess you walk around back. Still here. Not really.
I'm so sorry.
Like I said, some folk around here are nice and others aren't.
Oh, so you've met others around here?
You will hear a knock at the door.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, working on sound stuff. I'll be right back.
But yeah, like a noticeable knock at the door will happen.
Oh, are you having company over?
Nope. Oh, I don't think I'd answer that.
Should we hide?
Hell no.
The knock will happen again and again. A little
Can I-
more.
Can we see through any windows or anything? Who's there?
Let me take another gander at this. I believe there is a window. I don't remember if I told you that there's a window on this part of it. But either which way is hard. There isn't really a window to see out the door. And I'm just going to move you guys to this page so that you can
Oh, yeah.
see. Doesn't really mean much of anything. All revealed to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So the cabin should look familiar. And this area here is the door. I believe there's a window here, and there's a window here, and maybe here also. But I don't remember there being a window along the front, unfortunately.
damn hell, this
Which you would think they would put. It's such a beautiful
pretty.
little pond.
so pretty.
Well, there's one
Or
here.
even if there is, you can't see the front door.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You could
Yeah,
get like
so
a
even if-
mirror and...
Well, you know.
Wait, do I have a mirror? I might have a mirror.
I say to her, are you gonna get that, or are we just ignoring it?
I have no plans to answer that door. If y'all want to deal with it, you answer it.
Who
Do you
is
know
it?
who it is?
I don't rightly feel polite answering somebody else's store.
Oh, no, me neither. Just asking.
Yeah.
They will knock again.
Fuck this, son of a bitch.
She's gonna grab the knife that she's been cutting some stuff at the table while she's talking to you. And it's like a little butchering knife. She's grabbing it. She's stomping over to the door. She rips open the door. You see a individual standing there about halfling height, halfling size, but they appear to be more of a fox person. They have that vibrant red fur, but the tips are almost frosted with like a pinkish purple at the ends. They're wearing a green plaid vest. They have a little monocle on their eye.
Oh.
I would say Animal Crossing vibes if you play Animal Crossing. Yeah. And when she flings open the door, you'll see the creature there standing there say, "Excuse me, madam. Could I possibly bother you for a cup of sugar?" That's the last thing it says as the butcher knife severs the head from the body. And the knife now stabbed into the side of the cabin, head balanced on top, the body slimps down the stairs.
Sway Anubis, what are you doing?
I'm not revivifying this campaign. Damn!
Motherfucker.
What?
And
she will shut the door.
Was that permanent? Is that just a thing that happened?
I fucking hope it's permanent, son of a bitch.
Why'd you do that?
Because he's gonna try. Don't let his cuteness fucking trick you, okay? That son of a bitch was gonna come in here, kill one of us, or try to eat my baby. That's what they do around here, okay? All sweet.
Oh.
They ain't sweet.
We've encountered ones like them before.
Almost every mother. He call it a day? I don't know. Whatever it is around here.
Is there
They're
not a
always showing up.
sunrise and a sunset?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, perpetually one time of day?
Twilight, yes.
Did I miss that before? Sorry.
Yeah, each time we've
I
come
forgot.
here, it's been Twilight, perpetually so.
Oh, well, that's very disorienting.
That said, May, I don't want to pass any judgments on the way you live your life. You choose to do what you choose to do, and you're a free person. This seems very dangerous.
Yeah, if everyone's such a bother, why do you continue living here? You can go back with us, you know.
I mean, it's mostly quiet. Sometimes someone comes up to the door, but hell, ain't nothing new. Raven used to take deals with more than I did, but that time's past.
Don't you get lonely?
I don't know. I got Sun Chaser. Seen this one here. It ain't all bad. Sometimes the folk all around are us.
How do you know which ones are nice and which ones aren't?
Well, the ones that aren't usually get their heads severed.
Yeah, but you didn't even give him a chance, so how'd you know he was bad?
You stay here long enough, you know.
It's one thing we could look for, because I don't want to get taken advantage of. I mean, you seem pretty wise to this.
I don't know. They give off a vibe. About all I really say.
All right, if they don't pass the vibe check, they lose their head. Got it.
Trust me, it's better than the alternative.
Is that what happened to Rayron? A trusted ally turned his back, and their back, or
No, what happened to Ray was slower.
illness?
He went out, came back, the injury cut or something. That injury festered for a while. Finally left.
Had to been something powerful to take out a warrior such as Rayron.
Sure.
He never wanted to go back to where we all come from.
I mean, I think he felt like me. I think he felt tired of that world. I think he felt like he had a destiny here. Bill. And yeah, I think he did in his own way.
I think that might be true. I don't mean to sound selfish in this moment, but can I tell you the story of what happened while we were away?
Okay.
Well, maybe we left you at your camp and we went over there to that tree. We put a little marker, a horn there, and we flipped our special little coins we told you about. And we stepped on through our portal. That was the last you saw of us. On the other side of that portal, we immediately flipped the coin again and immediately stepped through that portal. And that is the next time you saw us. There was no passage of time in between for us. That is the entire story of while we were away from you.
Well, there was at least like a minute, right?
If you say so. Details, I don't remember.
Well, I
mean,
guess
that's
we
how.
had to wait for the portal to close, right?
Sure. I figured it took us like
That's how.
shuffle through or whatever.
That's how Rayos talked about it.
Go on.
Did he say why he was here?
But like I said, he came here to fulfill his destiny.
Do you know what that destiny was?
I don't know. I don't think we much cared after a while.
Maybe he cared the whole time, May, that you were his destiny.
I forgot how sweet you are.
I appreciate that, but I think maybe some of my meaning was missed. We mentioned before that you and the events that led you to leave your world, our world, happened 700 years before we were around. And for you, it was mere weeks. I believe that Rayron believed that his destiny involved putting into play some of the events that are currently happening on our world.
Okay.
Things that happened before they could possibly happen for us. Man, Silas Creed.
Okay.
I'm going to tell her, and that's in my mind, I'm going to tell her what we think.
Yeah.
God, this is awkward.
We believe that that man, Silas Creed, is that child that you're carrying currently. And let me tell you, man, bad man.
I'm sorry. He ain't even, or if it's even a he, they ain't even, or,
Hey,
okay?
yeah, we have no idea if we're right. Guesses. Anything can happen, which is why I'm talking to you now. There are people that wouldn't tell you what I just told you or what we believe. I think it's the right thing to do.
What exactly you expect me to do about it?
Anything at all? No? Understand.
You can see that she has grown increasingly more quiet and more comfortable now, maybe expect.
Can do to help prepare dinner.
No, I don't think so.
And Tara will sit there quietly.
Actually, never mind. You can get that little creep off my front porch if you don't mind. Leave my cut knife back.
I am great at cleaning up bodies.
I'll help.
It's shockingly easy.
I want to not obviously, like, I'm not going to walk over there or anything, but I just kind of want to look around and see if I can see, like, I know there were a bunch of spell books, right, that were on that table, and is that correct? Before, when we were there last time?
In the future past, yes.
Yes. See if that looks the same. You know, how much of those
it's all
details look the same.
Simpler here. It looks very more fresh than it did before. You don't notice any books like that. You notice a few knickknacks and whatnot. Most of it's, pioneer stuff going on. You do see, like, stuff hanging from the ceiling, some herbs and such around where she's cooking that are just, drying some stuff out to be used later.
May, you don't have any magical abilities, do you?
Not that I know of.
Is that something you'd like to learn?
You often to teach me or something.
I don't have the skills. Just making conversation.
I don't know. This place is magic enough for me, I think.
Just something that always fascinated me. But I don't know. It's magical.
I mean, like, what about it specifically?
Being able to change things, I guess.
Like what?
I don't know. The way things look. Or, I guess, like healing people, and there's a lot of good that could come out of it.
Healing people, like
people that have been hurt. I don't know.
Can't really heal people that are gone, okay?
I've heard it's possible, but again, that's not something I know much about.
She will get lost in the sauce, literally, as she just starts staring into what she's stirring.
While we're outside cleaning this up, can I inspect the corpse of the creature for what it might be?
Sure.
Like,
that sounds like
after dying,
nature.
did it drop? Yeah. Like, did it drop
nature,
a
arcana
disguise that it keeps up, or I don't know?
Oh, sure. That's
Does
so
it have,
looks like a little fox person.
Does it have like really curved and like sharp claws that are like just the right size for? I don't know. I'm just
It's a fox creature, so it has canine teeth and claws and such.
Okay.
The things that are going to point out to you are its blood is black, and behind the first set of teeth, you see a smaller set of little razor sharp teeth behind it.
Some sort of fox shark.
I mean, it is a fey thing. Not fey. It's a strange thing. We don't know what the creatures around here are like at all. I don't think we've run into any except for May, right?
No, I'm not saying that this is strange necessarily, but it does create a little bit of a baseline for what might be normal here.
Sure.
And trying to learn. If we're going to have to keep coming back here, I don't know, it might be worth figuring some stuff out about the area.
Sure.
I know it's a little late, but we kind of went onto the other side of the party. But can I do an insight check?
Oh, sorry.
No. That's fine.
An insight check for what?
When we were discussing magic, about if I could tell if she was lying about that at all or not.
It does not appear to be lying. In fact, she does appear to be really listening to what you're saying, taking it in.
I think it. Sorry to jump back.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, it's in terms of that creature, he's halfling size, and you guys aren't. Two of you can easily handle a corpse of that size and weight.
You said he was wearing a vest?
Yes.
Does this vest have pockets?
Just one.
I
there
mean, it would be
anything in it?
rude not to at this.
Just one breast pocket.
Is there anything in it?
There's not.
Can I look at his monocle and see if it's magical?
Sure.
I
Doesn't-
have... Okay, go ahead.
It does not appear to be magical from...
Okay.
Is it
I'm still going to
cute?
pocket it.
I mean, it is a monocle worn by a halfling-sized fox standing up that would normally stand upright, so
Yep,
you'd be the
that's
judge.
going into my bag of holding.
Yeah, we take it an appropriate amount of distance away and dispose of it in the traditional manner.
What does that mean exactly?
have
Are
no
you going
idea,
outside
man.
into the thickness of the forest there?
Sure.
Eat it right into the center of the whirlpool in this lake.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, truly. Although, no, I don't want to pollute this water. Sure. Let's say 1,000 yards that way, in that direction over there that I'm pointing, and then dig a small hole.
King, Wow. Quite a long ways.
But it's a monk
This-
walk, so
It is a monk.
Plus, there are Noah keeping up, I
Yeah.
assume, because they're not going together.
No, that's a fair point.
It
I
is
don't know, Tower might leave me in
insanely
the dust.
as you walk through this, and you can hear things that feel like they are just within 15 feet of you, scurrying around. You see little light orbs bobbing past brush and things of that nature as you're kind of cutting through, trudging on. After a good 50 feet into this, you lose sight of the clearing altogether.
I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, there's no reason to continue on. I'd say 1,000 yards, but like, no real reason after I lose sight of the clearing. Now's the time to stop and then make the hole.
And you can dig in this ground just like any other ground. And that will take a little time, but you can bury it easily. You have something that specifically keeps you from getting lost, right?
I do. Let me find the thing just to be sure we are talking about the right feeling.
But Tower Show has been gone for 2 months. We probably should go look.
Boy, there it is. Yeah, and it's supposed to.
That's pretty muddy. If you're planning to just turn around and get back to where you were, is that true?
Yeah.
I'll say that you do, but it does take a little bit longer than you'd expect for 50 feet, and you feel like you've only made it back by the grace of you.
And it's new feel. Glad you made it back.
But you will break that tree line and see the familiar pond and cabin.
And yeah, well, I'll head that direction into the cabin and rejoin.
And for those still at the cabin, cooking has been happening, and this is about the time where she will be setting plates down at the table. It seems to be like a steak, cowboy steak style of some kind. There's like potato involved and some carrot on the side as well.
Thank you for always making a meal for us. That must be hard, adding so many people to dinner.
Not really. I mean, it's a lot here, tell you the truth. And sometimes, if it weren't for y'all, I have to waste a whole animal. Feed myself once,
I'm sorry, there's a bit of a hiccup there. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, I said, and, there's a lot around here. And sometimes if there weren't more mouths, I'd have to waste a whole critter just to feed myself, Yeah.
I'll start eating.
Only for me. Yeah, go for it.
I agree. It is nice to share the spoils of a hunt with people that you care about. I went through a long time where I didn't have anyone because my family left the area and left me there to handle things by myself. And I'm really grateful that I found these people here with me because I was getting stir crazy out there. So I imagine you might be going through some of the same stuff. I wonder if you would consider coming back with us and maybe becoming part of our community.
You feel the surroundings get ice cold there, Ella.
Oh, shit.
Is this news to us about your backstory? Or am I just...
Yeah, I think so. I think I haven't mentioned it.
I'm just going to assume that you're one of the closest ones to a window. You can see the very edges of the frame frost the pane of glass.
What does she look like when this happens?
I don't know, Aranella. How do you?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. May looks like May. In fact, May's not even paying attention to what's happening.
No, furrowing of the brow or eyes doing something. Nothing like that.
Make an insight check. That sounds fine.
Can I too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
You can see May reacting to Aranella's words, but there's nothing that indicates exactly a correlation. Came out correctly.
Okay, I'll go, ooh, it just got chilly in here. How's she react?
Allow me to start a fireplace here. Y'all need that.
Do your windows normally ice up? The ice on your windows, does that happen often? And I point at the ice that I had noticed.
And as you go to point and look, you realize there is no ice on the windows any longer.
It was just a brief chill. I'm good. Yeah.
All right. I would say no. I would say it's pretty temperate here.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. This is the right voice. I'd say it's pretty temperate here.
You didn't feel that chill?
But I'm used to it all here now. Y'all are, so I get it. It's not trouble for something on fire.
It's not what?
It's not any trouble for another log on fire. I know y'all types need the heat more than our types.
Your type?
Well, she motions to herself and Aradoa and Flint.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be sensitive here. I know that you're reptile type.
I thought she meant she was singling herself out from our group. That's why
Well, but
I mean,
to answer your question,
And she's looking at Arendelle.
appreciate it. I don't think I could leave here if I want to. This is my home. This is where Ray is now. It just wouldn't feel right.
I could figure out a way to rig up something to bring him back with us.
It's cold again.
Look, the ice! Is there ice again? I'm assuming there's ice again.
I mean, yeah, there is.
As soon as I see it, I point it out.
It's not just that. I mean, this is a place built together. You know?
I understand.
It's been so long since I've been back where y'all are from. It's not like same place. Like, only, I don't know.
For what it's worth, I like to live pretty far outside of what most people are doing. So if you were to come back, you could stay at my place until you build a new place, maybe somewhere where you like.
It's real cold.
My
You
God,
can hear
okay.
the pond cracking.
But I understand, and your desire to stay here is completely respected. In the mind, like, someone else talk. Please change the subject.
Did Ray talk about how the world had changed much with you?
Oh, yes, he did. And you know what? I don't think it changed that much at all. Sounds like y'all still got problems.
Suppose so.
From how I hear it.
Yeah.
People still in the street. People still begging for food. People still getting the tips of their ears cut off. They'll say it's better. But is it? I don't know. Really feels like it's a whole lot worse. Something like that stuff.
We've seen points in history when it's been a whole lot worse. I don't know about better or as in the long run. And things go and come in cycles. But as something that was given life, not made naturally, I appreciate having life. Without a world, there is no life. Good or bad, it's something. Something that's better than nothing.
I don't know. I've had nothing. I've had something. I had nothing again. This stuff might be better.
Do you believe that's true, man?
Maybe not.
You came to this place, however you got here, and you came with nothing, and you met someone, and you made something. You made something
And
so...
now y'all want me to get rid of it all
Not at all.
and go back somewhere else?
That's an idea, sure. But
It's an option, but one of many.
I just mean, you made something so powerful here. Being alone with it outweighs any possibility of being around other folk at all. It's something. Maybe you should cling to your something.
Okay.
You can't take away other people's things either.
I'm losing what you're talking about. I mean, I don't...
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I...
Well, this meal has been delicious.
I appreciate you.
Is there anything you need that you don't have that you'd like us to get for you in the other round to bring back?
Gosh, I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, I can't guarantee how long it would take us,
Yeah.
or we could come back
Anything
before this.
You could come back and not be long, but, you know,
Is there anything you miss? Fair.
that you can bring me.
Assuming we're getting ready to go, is that kind of what we're wrapping up here? I guess that's in the mind link asking the group.
I mean, what other information are we getting or given? I don't know.
Not so sure either.
What's our other option? We stay here and raise Silas so he doesn't turn out to be bad.
Seriously? Real? No, the Tower. Okay, think about it from Tower's perspective. He's done it before as a step parent kind of situation. He can live a little bit out in the distance in the wild and be somebody on the peripheral while being a protector and a friend, if that's allowed, but not being so close that he's smothering, if that would be an issue. He's kind of perpetual, lives without food or drink, doesn't need much. And when time comes back around, if there is some kind of loop here, he comes back to you guys the whole life story 700 years from now.
God, just letting Tower take the long road.
I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like that's like a Doctor Who episode.
It's not a bad idea.
It's
And
literally
Tower,
been done in Doctor Who.
and Tower likes May generally, like as a person, is interested in guiding Silas, if that's at all a thing. Is not pushy. I don't know.
We have a robot. We have a pseudo time travel situation.
I'm saying it might not. Yeah, I think Tower would volunteer to do that or offer to stay if allowed.
Oh, I do have a few more questions for her. Because
Sure,
maybe she
sure.
knows more about how the time travel works from what Ray has told her.
That's a fair point.
Say, May, if you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry to keep bringing him up, but did Ray ever tell you or even know how this time travel works?
I mean, I don't know if you'd call it time travel. Just seems like, the comings and goings, or it gets weird. Feels like it's kind of just the same here, But I don't think he really knew how really it worked either. He just had his own beliefs or creed,
Did he ever go back while you were together, or did he just stay here the whole time?
Just, we didn't really have a way to go back.
He didn't have any of the coins?
Just the one. But he used to get here and bring that with him.
He what? He didn't bring it with him?
I mean, I don't exactly know how it all works, but it seems like you flip it, it opens something up, you walk through, lays the coin behind after you go through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he walked through it, so it's on your side if it was over here, if it was over there, right?
Oh.
I got the one that you guys flipped last time. She,
Through a drawer and pulls that out.
no, I thought that was cool, so I don't do it.
Have you tried doing anything with it? Because we've never seen one after it's been used, have we?
I don't believe so. That's actually
What?
quite
No,
fascinating.
sorry.
I could
To
be
my
wrong.
knowledge, they just become like
All the time.
All the time.
I think
Okay.
I think you have inert ones.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah,
I
they just
I guess
become.
I-
They
I
don't
guess we just
reactivate
didn't
or anything. They
clarify.
just become like mundane gold, but
Okay.
just with the interesting design and stuff.
Okay.
And
So, because we tested one. Right. Where does it get left? It gets left on the original
Right where it
round?
landed. Yeah.
Okay, so the first time we saw Silas do it, we probably inspected it then, right?
Think
And
so.
it didn't work at all because it was used. Okay.
Correct.
Guess we just forgot that. My bad.
And the ground here, the time that you first came, and a few times after, was littered with them,
Yeah, that's true.
like they had been used.
Okay.
For the 100 sessions.
I-
Yeah.
I know it's silly that I kept it, but,
No,
the
we
keepsake to remember our time together. Oh.
we tend to keep them too when we come across them. Silly at all.
Anyways, no, I don't think he really. Oh, it's more of like he thought of it like a way station. He said y'all have train. A train. But when he described it, it's like a meeting place, just a station of sorts.
And you could go different places, I assume, then?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
That is extraordinarily interesting.
I'd be lying if I said I was a little curious myself and understanding it.
Well, I'm not trying to have you leave your home, but if you are
Uh-huh.
curious, you could just do what we did last time. Flip one, go through and flip and come right back and see what happens.
It is so cold.
I
You
wasn't
can
trying
hear
to tell her to actually
A
leave.
wind rattled panes.
Or not. That's fine too. Just the curiosity always gets me,
Yep. Yeah, I told you, I was scared. If I got stuck there and back, it wasn't scary. Playing with Sun Chaser, but wouldn't have anyone to feed her. He's got the little one now.
It is
We'll be
beautiful.
right.
Yeah. It's a beautiful home.
I like it. If I have to chop little fucker's head off every once in a while, here's still mine.
Would you mind having some company?
I mean, I got company in my own way.
I mean, a little more. It's just, I think it's beautiful here. And
Uh-huh.
saw how happy we're to have someone around like Ray Run to just have a bit of companionship with day to day. And I don't take up much space. I don't need to stay in the house, of course. I can always stay in the woods a little bit away. I don't need much food or water, and I can help hunt, take care of anything that you might need to grow or take care of. I've raised animals, and I've helped look after children before. 4 young dwarf boys have all my heart home, grown now. Their mother died a little while back, but I wouldn't mind hanging around, care to happening.
It's that last sentence where you suddenly realize, looking around, that no one around you is moving,
What?
and everything is ice cold. The windows seem frozen over. There's snow on the threshold. And everyone's kind of freeze-framed mid-movements in this cabin. Besides you. You're yabbering on at a completely frozen May. That sounded... But, And it's not until you look to your right, you see the form of a spectral hooded woman, ? The robes on this person are white and angular. You see the arms are elongated. There is no bottom half. It seems to just wisp away. And the face of this entity is sunken and skeletal in nature. No nose, no eye sockets of any discernible features. And it seems to be looking at you in this moment, wisping in an invisible wind, reaches its hand out towards you and says,
You will not disrupt the flow of time.
and that is where we'll leave it for now.
Oh my god!
shit.
Yeah.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
Oh no.
You are fucked up now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Howard, it's Howard.
Yeah.
Howard, now you fucked up.
God
Now
damn.
you...
Oh man, good stuff.
Yeah.
I did not know if that would get triggered.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Waited with bated breath on that one.
Yeah, how can
I
we
just
not
go-
touch the button though?
I know, but I was just like, well, there's a chance they'll want to really fuck with things. And
Well-
what happens if they try to really fuck with things? And I was like, well,
This isn't, I'm sure
Yeah.
this is what we're answering right now, but I've always wondered what happens when one actually does end up fucking with an inevitable.
It's gotta be different in every story, right? This is the fun way to
Yeah.
finding out what happens in this one. Not
So,
this
yeah.
one. Sorry.
It
Not
wasn't
this one. Yeah.
right.